Digital Agriculture Profile, or DAP, is a diagnostic tool that is used to evaluate the state of agricultural and digital development in a country. And then at the cross-section of these two evaluations, it is used to identify specific policies and investments that can help maximizing efficiency, equity, and environmental sustainability of the digital transformation of the agri-food system. As of today, 5 pilot DAPs have been prepared for Argentina, Grenada, Kenya, Turkey, and Vietnam, and a couple more are currently in the works. It offers a rapid yet structured assessment of the key constraints that exist in the agri-food system, of the state of digital ecosystem in a country, as well as a range of digital agriculture solutions that are tailored to the context of a country. DAPs also evaluate the policy environment relevant to digital agriculture and identify any policy gaps that need to be addressed to tackle the existing market failures or like in public goods in the digital agriculture space. You can find more details about the methodology behind DAP in our recent report, What's Cooking? Digital Transformation of the Agri-Food System.
We have been collaborating with the Indonesia team to support the digital component of the iCare project. We initiated the Cultive Haction, an agriculture data hackathon whose name combines the words cultivate, hackathon, and action that seeks to crowdsource technology solution in order to accelerate the digitalization of the agriculture ecosystem in Indonesia. The innovators are invited to develop solutions covering 3 main areas: improve agricultural productivity and resilience to shocks, and including climate shocks, expanding farmers' access to inputs, markets, finance, and supporting data-driven public sector decision-making. Through this collaboration, which is also supported by the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia and the West Java provincial government, the World Bank Group is coming together to deliver the values in 3 key pillars: strengthening digital foundations, building institutional capacity for innovation through data and technology, fostering learning through partnerships and learnings from government to government between Indonesia and Kenya.
Agriculture with its allied sectors is the largest livelihood provider in India to 60% of 1.3 billion population. It is estimated that digital initiatives such as farm financing, insurance, precision agriculture, and online trading can increase India's farm sector revenues by an incremental value of at least $50 billion by 2025. The sector does Karnataka Watershed Development Project that was implemented in the southern state of Karnataka. This was an IDA project that ran for 6 years, and its main objective was to bring scientific technologies and approaches to watershed management at scale. The key features of this innovative project was a land resource inventory approach, which basically generated farm-level site-specific data on soil, water, vegetation, land use, and so on in about 1.5 million hectares of land using remote sensing and GIS techniques. A digital portal was established that facilitated easy access of data to many departments through internet, and this became available to a consortium of technical partners as well as government departments. And the data from the portal was used in 2 ways. First is data along with the decision support systems was used to develop soil and water conservation plans and drainage line treatment plans. More simply speaking, more improved and accurate watershed plans at the sub-watershed level. The data was also used to provide agricultural advisory as an extension services, crop selection, nutrient management, and pest management to farmers. So in the 6 years of operation of the Karnataka program, a paradigm shift was made in the planning and implementation of soil and water conservation programs. Government of India appreciated this work and would like to scale up these approaches to many other states of India.
Currently, Kyrgyz livestock sector is suffering from very low yields due to poor genetics, outdated animal husbandry practices, inadequate feeding, and poor animal health. The project is focused on improving milk quality and production in order to increase farmers' cash income and improve their livelihoods. It supports interventions through a milk quality platform, a combination of activities that lead to quality improvement at farm level. I would like to note that we use digital tools as a glue to bring various project interventions together and to enhance the project impacts. We use an open source, easy to use digital tool called Collect Mobile. This is a tool developed by a company called Open Foris in collaboration with FAO. As such, FAO helps us to introduce this tool in the project context. This is a customizable survey app with geolocation capabilities. It allows to create surveys or forms that can be customized for various purposes.
Guatemala's smallholder farmers suffer from low access to markets, dependence on intermediaries, and high post-harvest losses. At the same time, the country is fighting against sobering rates of child malnutrition and food insecurity, which things are even tougher for women producers due to higher information gaps, lower access to market and extension services, and higher informality, compounded by restrictive social norms. To facilitate women's access to the school feeding market, Vigitagro, a bank-executed pilot funded by the InfoDev Trust Fund, is developing an e-commerce app and a package of agriculture extension videos in partnership with the World Food Programme and FAO. The app is being developed based on a mapping of the actors, processes, and information flows along the school meals value chain, engaging local actors and central government authorities through a step-by-step validation of processes and practical bottlenecks. The app's interface, in turn, is being built following a human-centric approach, relying on system usability scales and community feedback. The extension videos developed with FAO, in turn, cover practical information and sensibilization on the school feeding program, legal and practical guidance on how women farmers can access the school feeding market, and good food hygiene and post-harvest practices to avoid food loss and to ensure that farmers' produce matches the quality, hygiene, and safety guidelines enforced at schools. After the piloting phase, the videos will be turned over to the Ministry of Agriculture for extension purposes.
I'm going to talk about the Jordan Rural Employment and Agri-Food Transformation Project. This project is under design. Jordan has a thriving and advanced digital ecosystem of the agri-food sector. And therefore, the project is designing components on digital agriculture, such as improved traceability, digitalization of the agri-food related imports, export processes, precision agriculture, and e-extension. The King of Jordan, in a speech to the World Food Prize, highlighted the fragility of Jordan's food system and the need to build greater resilience into that system. He recognized that the application of digital solutions, such as remote sensing technologies to monitor water, moisture of soil, and land use trends, would provide the fundamental information on which to monitor the health of the country's natural resource base. Well, this project was designed to be a proof of concept in a number of key areas. Investing in technologies that established, for example, digital label platforms, investing in software, food system monitoring, traceability, and supporting digital farmer registration. The project was also investing in training, building the capacity of staff within key ministries to use these technologies. And finally, investing in coordination mechanisms that would allow the multiple agencies for which this information was relevant to coordinate and use the information appropriately. How was the component designed? Well, during the design process, we experienced 2 changes in ministers, and we had an interim minister in between. And this had a profound impact on the design. At first, the government accepted the investment in new technologies, building up staff capacity and coordination. These interventions were reflected in the national strategy and the lessons from COVID-19 and the priorities being laid out by the head of state were all incorporated into design. However, there was a change in minister, and the ministry then pulled back from the recommendations of the design. The reduction in support for digital solutions raised some important questions, some of which may only relate primarily to MENA, but may also be relevant to other country programs. The team continues to redesign the project, and dialogue continues in building public sector awareness about digital technologies.
I'm happy to talk about the Green Generation P4R in Morocco, program that I took over recently from David Treguet. It is a 250 million USD P4R approved in December 2020 with a strong dimension in digital. We will hear now two different perspectives of the program. First, Nabila Gouroum, who recently joined the Rabat office, was at the time of the program preparation on the client side, so she will bring the client's perspective. Second, Maria Claudia Beauchamp, the co-TTL, will present the design of the program and bring the bank perspective.
After these 10 years of Green Morocco Plan implementation, the government realized that there is still much to do, so he needs to shift its support to the sectors. Indeed, challenges still exist in the downstream agricultural sector, such as the insufficient food transformation and value addition. And there is a lack of modern organized marketing channel. Also, the informal sector is still strongly present in Morocco. So the new green generation strategy has come to tackle all these downstream problems. But also, this strategy aims to strengthen the human capital and boost the employability of young people, helping them to set up agriculture projects all along the value chain.
How was this project designed? In the Morocco Green Generation Program for Results, a joint agriculture and digital development program, the team tested an innovative design approach, which involved considering how strengthening the 5 pillars of the digital economy could support the development of the agriculture sector. We considered not only how the project could directly contribute to a strong digital agriculture sector, but also how to leverage opportunities in the digital portfolio in Morocco to improve the project's expected results. By having this broader approach, the team leveraged key actions in a DPO, supporting increased resources from the Universal Service Fund to incentivize investments in rural areas where agriculture is a large part of the economy. The project also supports the strengthening of digital public platforms by first supporting the development of a digital transformation blueprint for the Ministry of Agriculture. This blueprint will help identify where the ministry is in its digital transformation journey and what it needs to move to the next level. For example, the project supports the development of a robust data platform that will provide validated data to different stakeholders. This platform will be open, secure, and protected. Data governance, privacy, and protection will be key elements of the platform. By considering all pillars of the digital economy and assessing the gaps in each, the project is designed to have strong foundations and maximize the impact of digital solutions in Moroccan agriculture.